If you're a clothing brand owner that's struggling to increase your average order value and you keep putting money into paid ads but you're not seeing the results you're expecting to see, then this video is for you. I'll be going over multiple ways on how to increase your average order value using email marketing and without email marketing. And as always, the doc that I'm going over in this video, the link is in the description. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Today we'll be going over how to increase your clothing brand's average order value and boost revenue without more traffic. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Lazar. I run email and SMS marketing specifically for clothing and apparel brands. We've done over 7 figures for our clients, and just so I could show you guys I kind of know what I'm talking about, here's some results for the brands that we work with. $121 AOV for this email campaign, 125, 126, 101, and I believe the industry standard is like $90 or something. But here are my socials, check me out. I give out a ton of free stuff, and let's get right into the video. So what is AOV? AOV stands for average order value. It tells you how much money each customer spends per order. So a higher AOV means more revenue without more customers. And then increasing your AOV is a cost-effective way to boost your revenue as well as maximizing your marketing ROI. To calculate your AOV, you're going to use the following formula: total revenue divided by number of orders. Now you might be asking yourself, why a low AOV hurts your brand? Well, you're spending money to target customers who will only buy one item, leaving profit on the table every single order. And your CAC stays high, which means it's harder to scale paid ads profitably. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's when your average order value is low, it puts a cap on how much you could spend to acquire a customer. Now, let's say your AOV is $40, but your customer acquisition cost, so your CAC, through paid ads is $25. That leaves you with only $15 of revenue to cover product costs, shipping, fulfillment, and that's all before profit. So even if your ads are working, there's no room for you to scale because every new customer becomes less profitable as you increase ad spend. But when you raise your AOV, even just from $40 to $60, you unlock more margin and it gives you more flexibility with ad spend. So this obviously allows you to push more money into paid ads, test new creative audiences, and obviously recover ad costs faster, even on the first purchase. It also hurts your margins because, especially when you're offering free shipping or discount codes, because if your AOV is low and you're offering these free shipping or discount code offers, then you're losing even more money. Now, why increasing your AOV is important? Well, you squeeze more revenue out of each customer without having to increase your website traffic, and you make every dollar you put into ads go further. Higher AOV means higher ROAS. And obviously it makes email and SMS flows way more profitable, which we're going to cover in this video. So how do we increase AOV with email marketing? So the first thing I'm going to go over is cross-sells and cart abandonment emails. Now, this is when you show the customer items that actually go with what they already have in their cart, not just random bestsellers. And so to set this up, you want to set up a cart abandonment flow in Klaviyo using the abandoned cart trigger. And then you want to add a dynamic product block, which will display cross-sells. To do so, you add a product block in Klaviyo, you select products a customer may also like based on both view and purchase history, and then you create product feed. This will show customers items that they have previously showed interest in. Now you have an example of how to make these product blocks as well as a cart abandonment email with these product blocks. Now, post-purchase email upsells. After someone places an order, hit them with an email recommending some accessories as well as a little discount as an incentive for placing another order. And I promise you this works like a charm. Here's an example. So the customer has already placed their order, and then we offer them a discount as an incentive for placing another order or adding to their previous order by giving them a discount and then showing some more products under that. It could be bestsellers, your newest items, whatever the case may be. Now, product blocks in campaigns and flows. Product blocks are just sections that show customers a few bestsellers, and you can add these product blocks to both campaigns and flow automations. They're important because your emails shouldn't just focus on one product. They should push the customer to do more browsing and give them a variety of options. A lot of customers aren't even sold yet, even if they clicked on an item before, which is why showing them your top performing products gives them more reasons to go ahead and complete their purchase. It's also good for abandonment flows because maybe the customer changed their mind about the product they were looking at. So if you give them a few more options beside that product, then there's a higher chance they will convert. Here's an example. So up here would be the product that they abandoned. Then obviously if they're not interested in that, we want to show them a few bestsellers which might help them change their mind. Now, other ways to increase AOV without email marketing. So the first one is free shipping incentives. You want to offer your customers free shipping after they spend a certain amount of money, like for example, free shipping when you spend $150. You see this a lot when it comes to clothing brands in particular because it works for pretty much any e-commerce niche. I fall for it myself, so that's just proof that it works. If I have $80 worth of things in my cart and free shipping is after $100, I'm just gonna add something for $20 instead of having to pay $10 worth of shipping. Now, on-page cross-sells. Under the products your customer is browsing, you want to add a complete the look section where it recommends a whole outfit for the customer, which inspires them to add more stuff to their cart. Here's a good example of Nike's on-page cross-sells. So I was browsing this sweater, and when I scrolled down, it gave me literally 3 completely different outfits as like an inspiration to what goes with the sweater. So now instead of just looking at the sweater, I might buy the pants that go with it, the shirt, shoes, backpack, accessories, whatever the case may be. Increasing AOV using Shopify apps. The first one we're going to go over is called Upcart. So this Shopify app lets you suggest products inside the cart tab before checkout. So the point of this is just trying to cross-sell them before they even go to checkout, and psychologically they have already added an item to cart, so adding one more item is not as difficult as it was adding the first item. Here's an example of Nike's website. I added this product to my cart, and then when I went to my cart, as you can see, they're cross-selling me down here. Now the second app I'm going to go over is called Aftersell. So Aftersell is a post-purchase upsell app that shows the customer products they might be interested in, and if the customer decided to purchase those items as well, then they're automatically added to their order. This just causes less friction and allows the customer to have a smoother shopping experience instead of having to go back and place a second order, which most likely won't happen. So this will just make the customers convert even better and obviously increase your AOV. Now, if you want to maximize all these features and just maximize your AOV in general, you want to combine everything that I just talked about. So you want to use email marketing and Shopify apps to get a compounding effect. So the way I recommend you doing this is send a cart abandonment email to get the customer to come back, then use Upcart to give them the opportunity to add more items to their cart, and then finally Aftersell, which will just close with an easy post-purchase upsell. Now, if you combine all of these, this will increase your AOV without having to increase your website traffic or spend more money on ads. So you're just making more money without spending more money. Now, a bonus tip that I wanted to mention is make sure your deliverability score is healthy, or else you won't be getting the results you're aiming for. So increase your open rates, get more eyes, and then obviously this is going to lead to more upsells. Now, if you want this fully done for you, book a call with us to see if your brand qualifies to work with us. Worst case scenario, you walk away with a free audit and some actionable steps that you can implement yourself and obviously increase your AOV.